Hello. I'm back with more Shadowbringers. My appointment actually ended a little while ago, but wanted to go eat something before I kept streaming, I guess. And I was planning on doing the Ether quest before I started up stream, but I figured it might take us a second to get into the dungeon. We're just picking up where we left off a couple hours ago. So we're gonna do that. And I guess that way we have some. Yeah, I was gonna say, as a rogue, I assume that my wait times are gonna be long. So I figured I might as well do that. I also took a glance at the quest line, and I have to start working on the I have been working on the rogue quest, the job quest for rogue. I think I should do that. Are you crying at me? Oh, you guys! Why do you guys do this only when I'm streaming? I might actually take a break right after I do the dungeon, so I could take the dogs out. I forgot. I should probably try to do that before it gets too late. I might do that right now, actually. Hold on. I don't have a BRB stream, so this is gonna have to do. I don't know why I just never did a BRB stream, but I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I also like to apologize. I have the fan going. It is hot. Oh god, I completely forgot to turn off the viewfinder. Well, I'm glad I didn't, because I was going to be back before them. They don't really spend a lot of time outside. They don't tend to wander around. I was also going to feed them, but the food isn't ready, so... they're going to have to wait until the food is ready. So probably take another... Who is this? Why does he keep getting attacked? Oh, this is a different guy. We're done. Alright. I think... Yep, that's all I can do for Amarang. And in the next quest, we're gonna be hitting up Colusia. But for now, there's nothing for us to do here. So what I want to do is I want to go to... Nope, that's that. This one. And I assume the two top quests are once I reach the other side. I really should do those fate quests sometimes. They're pretty good for like storm seals. But I'm just... Well, when I'm online, I'm just so focused on story related stuff that I never get around to doing it. And here I am. I hope that's not incredibly loud. I'm looking at the thing. It's not incredibly loud. I love how crazy that place looks. Something about really bright colors in a dingy environment like this works really well. Gives off a very ominous presence to it. I love that I'm able to do quests now with that button. Even though I'm not gonna use it. Save it for later. I love the music. It's the... what do you call it? The Calusia thing? Oh, wow. I heard they're also making some changes to the ninja job class, which means this button will actually mean something to me. Nice. Went by pretty smooth. I don't know what constitutes as a bad encounter or a good encounter. As long as we all made it out alive is what I base it on. Again, as Rogue. Did I hit the button? Did I hit buttons? Plural? That's all I need to do. Not the most pretty looking dungeon, if I'm being honest. It's literally just a well. Shit. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, why not? Okay. I feel the love. I keep using the AoE moves. cool. Oh, I see. Oh wow, we're almost done. I probably could have done this before, earlier, but then that 10-minute wait. Oh man. This is the most biblically accurate depiction of an angel so far. I was like, are we gonna go? Oh, I didn't know that was right in front. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now I know what that move's about, but doesn't really make any sense. How I managed to survive that is crazy. Considering that someone else died. Yay. Cool. After whatever cutscene plays, I need a second to feed my dog. Be quiet! Stop it! For those just tuning in, I promise she's not whining because she's hungry or needs to poo or whatever. She's just a drama queen. Every time I stream.
Those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what the hell's had gone on.
Yeah, the fact that...
At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable.
Okay.
Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
So I mean, I guess it's, between the fan and the dog, it's not really, it doesn't really matter what's going on with the noise. There it is. I love seeing these places at night. They're so good. Stop.
The sky, it's...
Be quiet, you. Why are you being such a drama queen? It's like she knows. Because I was sitting here last night and I wasn't streaming and she just started going to sleep. She didn't cry at all. And earlier, in between when I was like streaming and then taking the phone call, I was just sitting here. I thought maybe it was because like I'm sitting here talking at a wall to her, like with my back turned like this, because you can hardly see them because the chair's in the way. So I can imagine she can't see me very well. But no, it's not that. It's just only when I turn the camera on. Really, it's weird.
At last, night has returned to Amareng.
That's weird. It's daytime. That's the first time that cutscene has failed. Not failed, but like...
This broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
But I mean, like, that's the first time that this scene has been visible in the daytime. So I guess that answers my question. I guess I can't really force it.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Forthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
Okay. Let me just see where we're at in terms of, like, quests. Oh. Real close. I might finish it by tomorrow, actually. I might actually finish it by tomorrow. Depending on how long these cutscenes are. But let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. I only wish there were time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. Thought the world beyond They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Sora, together. Heck yes. And with that, I can now fly. My favorite. Wow, it looks like it just looks shady now because it's such smoke covering everywhere because it's a fog. Oh, it's a dust storm. Even worse. Let me take a second and give them their din-din. My doggies, give my dogs their dinner, and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. Alright, I'm back. I found out my dogs love carrots. They love them. They're not supposed to eat a lot of carrots, though. Carrots are like a snack. They're super sweet. So if you do feed your dog carrots, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't give them like a meal of just carrots is what I'm trying to get at. Not that I can fly. How far will it let me? That's good. That looks so cool. Yeah, we didn't really get to explore this place, did we? It's a little terrifying. What did she do? She just froze it in place or what? It's nice that they give you flying as a reward, basically, for walking around the whole area. It really gives you the chance to appreciate the structure of it all. Also, just places that you just normally can't get to. I love it when you can. My friend is just now getting through Heavensward, and I think she finished it today, and she was already in the Dravanian Highlands, which is still one of my favorite areas just because of how vertical it is, and how, compared to everything else, actually, that I've seen, it is the most nonsensical place in the entire game, by far. I say this as I'm like, you know, I just mean, like, out of everything, like, everything seems very connected to something, whereas that area, I haven't been there in a second, but it is way up in the mountains, and it is literally like parts of the land is just floating. Such a messy eater, Coco. It's taking her a second. Alright. Are you feeling alright, Sora? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. Perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. Who is probably a villain now? She sees it too, then. Oh, yeah. I'm dying. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. The orange gradient is not something to use in the Skyrim. Hello, did you finish your food? Go to the bed and leave me alone. Yeah. Oh, she even cleaned up after herself. She dropped a bunch of food on the ground. She even cleaned it up. Huh? Melon? Alright. I love it you can see where everybody else is at. Cutscene-wise. That's a different cutscene happening over there. I know that much. That's when you meet Emmett Silk. The others are with the XR. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Have you noticed anything peculiar about Sora's appearance of late? Anything at all? I've been able to see the light inside him, though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Warden and Amarang, I realized something was wrong. Yep, the light within you has grown monstrous. Is it me? Am I gonna cause the calamity? I feel... Oh god. That was a cracking sound. Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Minfilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. She's gonna die, isn't she? If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You will return to your chambers and rest until then, understood? Yes, mother. None of that cheek, or I will take you across my knee. Now off with you. What? I'm talking to him too, right? That's what she means? That's dependence? Okay. No? No? I should probably... Actually, should probably talk to the mender right there. And there's that side quest over there, whatever that is. Is everything alright, sir? I guess I should leave. Pray, do not hesitate to call. Another evening alone with Ardbert.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang? I see. Minfilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Jesus. Oh, it's getting brutal.
What's the matter? Are you all right? What just happened?
Can you absorb part of the light for me?
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you.
Little baby. Okay.
Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer.
Okay, now you're here.
Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon.
I can't tell whether or not he's on my side. This bothers me
The
immensely.
final light warden is all that stands.
No.
Still much we must do to prepare. For now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
That's, Lord What's-His-Face. I need to fix this toy. Is this Black Rose or something? Count Edmund, that's his name. Because he's the one that wrote the Heavensward book. It'd be cool if that changed as the expansion went through, where like it starts off as like a single instrument and then by the end of it it's like a full band. I forget what the Endwalker thing sounds like. I think I heard it when I did the Sage quest, but I completely forgot. I did not give up on Sage, but I am not gonna do that right away. I'm gonna do that later. It is too daunting. Too many buttons right away.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us...
Oops.
Thus far, we have vanquished 4 light restoring night to much of the north. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last war, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you the small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it.
Akira. Hi, Akira. Hello.
You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation
Welcome to
of
my
your
stream.
existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
How are you this evening?
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Asians are special. That is another misconception.
Thank you for the follow, by the way.
Everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
I didn't know you streamed. I would have followed way sooner. And I just woke up for a bit to spend time with the girlfriend before I go back to sleep. How have you been? Yeah, I don't... well, last time I mentioned streaming in... well, I guess it makes sense because it was the Novice Network and they were like, don't advertise their streams in the Novice Network. But I didn't know how you felt about me mentioning it in the Free Company. But yeah, I stream irregularly. I've been streaming MSQ. So if you ever see me online and I'm doing main story, I apologize for like not speaking so much. It's because I'm here. Mention it all you want. Okay, I'll bring it up every conversation from now on. But yes, I stream mostly this. I stream some random things every once in a while. I think I was playing Elden Ring not too long ago. But yeah, every once in a while I stream. How have I been? Today, it's just been this. Yesterday, I hung out with a friend all day. We watched the Pinocchio movie. You know the one. Pinocchio. A True Story. I forgot that it was subtitled A True Story. And, of course, we waited for the moment where he goes, Father, when can I leave to go on my own? Alright, this sounds important. I should probably pay attention. Hold on. When the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life.
It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored.
Hold on. Let me... When distant past and the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. The very laws of the stars were warped and broken. Chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. So to save the world from chaos, they summoned Zodiac. Okay.
Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
Okay.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Right.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
Shadowbringers is probably the best expansion so far, in my opinion. The story is stupid, heart-wrenching, and info-bombed. Yes, I did notice. I was, my friend is going through Heaven's Word in the expansion so far. She's the one that introduced me to the game, but she dropped the game and is now coming back to it. And she mentioned how Realm Reborn felt a little bit too slow for her, where she likes Heaven's Word a little bit more, but it's still pacing-wise still a bit slow. And I told her how they don't mention the overarching narrative until now, you know, which is it is a little bit overwhelming if I'm being honest. But I'm at least the main conflict that I am trying to digest is pretty self-explanatory. Just now, seems like the natural order was chaos was gonna destroy the world, so they summoned Zodiark, and then, you know, had its dissenters, and then Hydaelyn broke Zodiark. That part of it, you know, and the Ascians just seem to be pretty, what do you call it? It just seems to be another splinter group where, but there's still some things that are still a little bit left unexplained, but I'm sure they'll get to it. But yes, them scaring me into thinking Thancred was gonna die got me in a way that I didn't think I was gonna get me. So that was incredible. So far, Shadowbringers is my favorite. My other friend was talking to me about how I was gonna love Shadowbringers, and she's right.
But everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved.
Enervate her foe. Okay. FF14 tends to do that a lot, right? I will say I do like reading. I didn't think I would. I feel like they did a really good job making her a bit of a sympathetic character, at least in my opinion. I remarked during my stream earlier where they made her not the shitty kid by actually making her be capable, you know. So I appreciate that.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing.
She's amazing for sure. One of the best characters to be kind of a main character that isn't part of the Scions. Daddy Emmett? No! Stop it! No!
So, we took it upon ourselves to rebuild the worlds. But in our eagerness and
What about Daddy Estinian?
we
When's
burned and made a
When's real Daddy gonna show up again? Huh.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
Connection between the source and shard. Flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. Right. I love Dragoon Boy. Xenos. All three characters made me bawl my eyes out. I can't believe Xenos is still around. I can't believe Xenos is still around. Estinian. Great. I would love this B-plot having around, you know. In another time, Estinian and Gaius would have had their own little game.
It could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Huh. Interesting. I love him because his character development is insane. Who, Estinian or Xenos? Xenos? I'm sure I'll see more of it. But Kylo Ren's okay. Kylo Ren's aight. Him with his edgy barrel katanas.
A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
There's still quite a few things that I'm unclear about, but I'm hesitant to ask because I know that the game will just tell me at some point, or I will just Google it later. Before I get into Endwalker, I need to do like a recap of every single thing that happened.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulm. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
I feel I went back and recapped on stuff before entering into Endwalker. Yeah, it seems like the good idea to do. Even me as someone who has been playing this game non-stop for the past few months, I already forget character names, plot details. Like I feel like I know the overarching idea of beginning to the end, but like it's all the points in between that I has escaped my mind, especially A Realm Reborn. I feel like I need to do a deep dive on that because apparently callbacks happen all the way from back there.
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
A Realm Reborn is the only expansion that I completely forgot about. It tends to be the one that drags on the most. And even I, as someone who has gone past it, when my friend had to go through it the first time, she was also talking about it, and I had to rationalize. I had to rationalize, like, oh, don't worry, it picks up the pace eventually, like, you know, don't worry, it'll get better, blah blah blah. But I do have to agree that it is slow. Unfortunately. Even, I think also the fact that post-game, A Realm Reborn 2 Heavensward is literally the twice the size between all the other expansions. Like, I counted down to the number. Like, the amount of quests between Heavensward and Stormblood the Shadowbringers is 40 each, whereas A Realm Reborn's post quest is like 84 quests, and most of them are just Warrior of Light, Destroyer of Evil, please fetch me 13 gallons of cow milk. A Realm Reborn's slog, to be fair, was slow because they were trying to deliver a story to build upon. Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to explain, was how it's supposed to be the build up, and how don't worry, this will all pay off later. But it's hard to convince someone, don't worry, it gets better later, when they're like quest 67 out of, it's like telling somebody that is like 30 chapters into One Piece that don't worry, it'll get better, like if they just don't like it, and you're like, oh, I promise this will all be worth it by chapter 937. I'm like, no. Oh no. I remember, was kind of that proving your worth, yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. There's only a few moments that I remember in A Realm Reborn, but I think that I need to recap on all the overarching stuff that they set up, because it's just gone. It's gone. It's just gone. And then they just completely stopped talking about it in Heavensward, especially in Stormblood, where they just stopped mentioning the Ascians at some point. And I'm like, huh? I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vauthry's self-righteousness and his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. Let's flash back to the Crystal Braves. He's a vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. The growth on this boy. What is he now, like 8 years old? It's pretty smart for an infant. Maybe it's the lighting, but I also noticed his little band for his hair is like darker. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha, bro. I remember, I don't know if it was the end of Heavensward or end of Heavensward post quest where they just have that one scene on the moon. No, I think it was post quest A Realm Reborn where they just show the Ascian talking to the Warrior of Darkness on the moon, and they never bring it up again. And I only paid attention to that because I knew the Endwalker was like moon shit, and I was like, huh, interesting. I feel like I should know about that. Hold on, how many quests until I have to? 1, 2, 3. Okay. After a few more quests, I have to go back and do the the rogue quest. Hold on. Shadowbringers, let me look that up. Shadowbringers job quests. And where am I in terms of... Oh, I'm about halfway through. 1, 2, 3. I'm about halfway through. We could bang that out real quick, I think. It's just 3? It's just 3? cool. Someone else here? All right. I also want... There is a lot of stuff in Realm Reborn that gets answered in Endwalker. Yeah, I definitely need to go back and rewatch a lot of every single cutscene, I think. The only thing I remember about Realm Reborn is Minfilia gets kidnapped 8 times. Minimum, I think. And... she gets captured 60 times, and then at some point... at some point... it becomes Heavensward. My friend was remarking how you could feel the low budget in A Realm Reborn, and I was trying to tell her like, well, yeah, and she knows that, you know, the history of Final Fantasy, how it had to literally be rebooted and stuff like that, and she understands that, but it's still shit, and I understand from her perspective. I understand that experiencing it for the first time kind of feels shitty. As someone who went past it already, I don't feel that quite as much. But you really do feel the budget increase as the expansions go on. Minfilia out here playing damsel in distress. I remarked how Minfilia is a blonde lady with blue eyes wearing a pink dress, like Princess Peach, who always gets kidnapped. They had to have known, right? Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. To be fair, A Realm Reborn to me wasn't really shitty for sure, low budget, but I loved every second. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I definitely did not hate it. Stormblood, you hate it? I loved Stormblood. I think that Lise gets a bad rap. You hate Lise. I think Lise gets a bad rap. Well, listen, I wish she would never existed. That's mean. I love Lise. I mean, there had to have been a reason why you didn't hang out with Ida as much, right? So that way you don't fall in love with that character. If they're gonna change her later on. Would you be more or less receptive towards Lise if you had spent more time with Ida and Papalimo in Heavensward, like instead of if at the end of Heavensward you found them first as opposed to Thancred and Y'shtola and Urianger and stuff like that. Probably more if I did, but I also hated Lise because her character development was terrible. With regards to, like... what exactly? To be fair, I probably don't quite remember. Why don't I do this before we continue on, just so that I don't get stuck? Oh, I mean, I'm right here anyway. Never mind.
Assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects.
Okay.
It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
curiouser and curiouser.
She basically tried filling the Minfilia role, but did it poorly, and she didn't really add much to the plot. To be fair, I forgot she was part of the story until I saw her face in Endwalker. I'm guessing she doesn't play much of a role in the post-patch for Shadowbringers also. I mean, the fact that the fact that out of all the Scions, she's the one that leaves and is given something else to do makes me think that she probably wasn't a favorite among the development staff either. Like, there had to have been a reason why she sits this entire story out, right? I guess it's also to give her... She's kind of a forced character. I think they just kind of looked at, you know, who else could we elaborate upon, and oh, let's do the one with the literally wearing a mask. I don't think she needed to be a different character. I feel like if she was just Ida and kept the mask on, I would have been fine with it. But I guess you can't really sell it. I guess it doesn't really help that she... looks like Minfilia. But I assume that was some sort of bait and switch. In a sense. Like, oh, you see a blonde lady with, like, the bangs, and you assume, oh, it's Minfilia. Right? Kind of like, for sure, my other major reason is because she's like, I want to save my people, but she really didn't do much when we did everything. You're selling me on it. Give me more Lise hate.
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, it's him.
What are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about, so I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
Yeah, Lise isn't really quite the go-getter that Alfino was. I feel like out of everybody, Alfino is the main character.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. After you saved my life in Newmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
To be honest, Alphinaud has the best character development. He gets a lot of screen time for sure. He goes from like he literally goes from like just a baby to someone who is a very capable strategist, which is really nice. Which is a really nice development of his character. I think a lot of them are pretty well defined. There's a few that I feel like could be a bit more developed on. I feel like Alice won me over, but it was unwarranted. I don't think she earned it, but she won me over anyway. Thancred goes through his own trauma. Even Reen here went through a pretty decent amount of got enough screen time that he went from being a whiny douchebag to being mature and smart. Yeah.
Right, so
I do love that Alice is there to just kind of take him down a peg.
He starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nuts, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
It is like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armoraine.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Ew.
Now that's when everyone went funny. Not everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorfrey after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
Interesting.
There's something I need Reen to see.
Hey.
This was among the town folks' food stores.
Oh, that's just Bill. You won't dose this stuff out.
No, it couldn't be.
Huh.
I know what it is.
Everyone in Science have had beautiful developments, and Alice is okay. She honestly gets her biggest development during Endwalker, I think. Good. I think that just her being a sassy lady wins me over. The fact that she makes these little snide little comments that I would make if I was around, you know, basically says it for me instead of having my character say it, I think is fine enough. Also the fact that because of her closest to Alphino, she tends to talk to Alphino a lot, and I kind of consider Alphino to be a pretty central, like, I feel like there's like a closer sphere of like main characters, and Alphino is one of them, you know. I do appreciate the fact that your character tends to talk a lot more in this expansion. I appreciate that. Even though at the end of the day...
Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Oh no! What is that thing called? That book where they eat people? Oh no.
So it is.
Urianger, even though I hate him, is amazing. There is one thing that I forget about his character, though, is why he started working with the Warriors of Darkness in the first place. Like, how did he even find them? Like, I understand his end goal was to have Minfilia save the first. I forgot to, right? I need to go back and look at that, because I remember him. I remember his heel turn for a second, and I would have been perfectly fine if he had stayed a villain. But considering that he doesn't, I have to find out, like, why. And then, because later, earlier he just mentioned how it was my fault, actually, that you're Minfilia. I was like, it is your fault. Why is it your fault?
In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meat.
Interesting.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people, altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
I love the voice they gave Alice too.
These Sin Eaters,
Not the voice I was expecting.
what if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
Soylent Green, that's what
Many
it
enter,
is.
but none leave.
They just get turned into Sin Eaters at the end. Soylent Green is made out of people.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor.
Oh, I hope our nice
What
caretakers
misdeeds
are
beyond
there.
Justification, beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth has passed. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
It's getting intense. Give me a sec, I need to turn off. I need to turn off my turn off my nightlight, because that's annoying. Okay. Oops. Where am I going? Oh. Fine, why not? When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. Sally forth, he says. Onward to battle.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
Am I wrong? Is Kefka from FF6? I never played it. This building is very Kefka-like. Just from all the pictures I've seen of Kefka. Yes? Okay. I was considering getting that remake on Steam that just came out. Of all the things you run into in the Omega series FF6. All of the things you run into in the Omega series FF6. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, is that in the toilet bowl with Alpha?
As if we ever would.
I wish I know they would never do it, but as a Kingdom Hearts guy, as someone who was named Soramoto, I wish they would bring some organization members in this game. I know not everybody cares, but I care very deeply.
Press on with Alphino. We'll hold off the civilians
Just give me
as soon as we can.
Just give me a guy in a coat. Okay. I'm fucking this up. Look at him leading the charge. Look at him with his book. I do like that Alice is a different class. I'm glad that they changed that up. I'm also glad that Thancred is around, but I do wish he died in that moment though. I feel like that moment kind of loses its impact because he's still around. Which is fine. I'm glad I like Thancred now, but still. Turn the game down for me. Can't hear myself think. Nice. Hopefully it'll spawn me in here.
later.
Oh! Oh, and she's a rogue. Cool. Nice. It's gonna be weird. I kind of want to replay through Castrum Meridium just one last time before it goes away forever. That and Praetorium. I was talking about that earlier. The fact that they're gonna be getting rid of the La Brea fight. Oh god. Wait, what did he say? Oh. I want that TV mount from Endwalker. That's from the FF6 Omega series. I want that TV mount. I thought that was an Endwalker spoiler. Like, I thought something happens. This man is still alive! I'm so tired of this guy. Let me kill him now, please. Please let me kill him now. I'm so tired of this old man. Him with this stupid Rathalos armor. I need him gone. He's a Reaper? That's interesting.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not. You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition.
Oh.
Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy.
Let me kill you now, please. He's been fighting him this entire expansion. I don't have plot armor, though. Look, you know what? I'll find out in 1 second if he's gonna die. If I hit him and it does no damage, he's not. This is gonna be another one of those fights. Okay, that feels like real damage. Like, it's a cool idea to have have a villain that is like just present. It really makes you hate the character, but Jesus Christ, I was so over it. I thought for sure Thinker would have killed him, and it would have been a cool moment for them to both die. But I mean, at least Thinker's still alive, so it doesn't feel like it came out of like as a loss. You know what I mean? It would have been really bad if Thinker died, and then this guy was still knocking around. Oh no. Fucked up. Oh god, no, I fucked up. Oh, honey, I know you are not crying right now. Cut it out, man. Is there a new move I just did? Oh, that's new. Oh shit. Stop it, honey. Really? Alright, now I know. Shit. It's my boy. Hi, what's up? Oh shit, oh shit. How's it going, man? Been a minute. Thank you for joining the stream. Shit. Been good, man, you know, living like Larry the Lobster. What about you? You know, I'm just chilling here. Just chilling here in Cedar Rapids. You know how it be. Hi, you motherfucker. I stun him. Honey, stop! Again, just as a disclaimer, she's not being neglected or anything, she just is so desperate for attention. Finally, this old man's dead. Can I, like, cut his head off just for good measure? No, don't play the sympathetic music for him. How mad is Thancred that the guy's still alive? I'd be pissed. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vothri is otherwise engaged. Let us get to the upper level while we can. Hang on.
Lord Vothri, your reign of tyranny is at an end.
See, it also doesn't help. She wants to be like here, right? But when I went to go pick her up and grab her, she like runs away from me. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. You jumped out of the chair on your own earlier. No,
For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused.
Is he eating sin eaters? Did he eat the Light Warden?
I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrent.
I bet he's eating the Warden.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
He ate the Warden. Ugh. Ugh.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No.
Bros, they look like butts.
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd.
Oh, bless you.
And wise king, greatest and wisest. I reign from on high.
Bless you.
I will not.
He looks like Chowder. Don't say that. I love Chowder. Banned. Banned. I will tolerate no slander of Chowder in my chat.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
If anything, he looks like something from Flapjack. Knock it out of his finger. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, he ate the. Ugh.
No. Stop him. Thancred, stop him.
Thancred's gonna get eaten. Ew. Oh, now he's a beautiful butterfly.
Where did you...
Oh, I thought that was not voiced. Holy shit.
What in the heavens?
Did Vorthree do that?
Just now? That's a cool shot. Screenshot that. I wish there was more sarcastic options.
Wait.
Make me Joker from Persona 5. I had to clarify that.
That is Mount Golg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
No, we now have to fix Yulmore.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Can I be like, alright, I guess. For you, Alphino, anything.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthree's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
I'm glad they changed her hair color.
Well then.
It's a nice
if
shade of red
decided,
on her.
Let's all get to work.
There's a lot of white-haired people in this crew also, actually, now that I think about it. Someone needs to dye their hair. Can I attune to this now? It would seem that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Vorthree's influence. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting and appreciate your help. Yay. Now I can. Glad I waited. Oh, and look! Before we continue that, Luke Rika's here. Let's go hang out with Luke Rika. No, shut up, you're already on my lap. No. No. No way. So this is how the citizens live. Luke Reek was just over here hanging around with his lady friend right here. His mom and dad. This is my boyfriend, Sora. So long as you do not sully your good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. Oh. No, if you're gonna stay here, you're gonna stay here, because you're just gonna scream at me from the bed, so you're just gonna stay here. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? Oh, I see. Lame ass Luke. Well, I take it. Give me the option to take the money. I can't even talk to her. She's not even a person. Well, now that I can attune to here, it all worked out. I gotta go back to the Crystarium. We will have to do that though, because I thought I could finish it before I had to do the story quest requirement for it, but okay. Good thing I attuned to every single aetheryte. God damn it. Oh. It's weird being far enough in this game to form an opinion on it. I like that they make you do this, just in case you never attune to the aetheryte. Fuck was that? No. 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 As I haul bodies up to Minfilia. Sorry, Reen. Damn it.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
It's her! Our caretaker.
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this.
You are all free now. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna handle it. I don't talk.
Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Voltri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
You all bought it. Even my immediate family bought it. You were all lied to and made fools of.
And who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Voltri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Voltri's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too is of your own free will.
Damn, let him have it, Alfie.
This is not for me to judge you, but for your victims. For history. For your conscience.
I like their coat. Can I have your coat?
You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other.
I just realized I stopped moving this for like 30 minutes. I'm trying to tighten a joint on a toy, and I just realized I haven't moved this joint at all this entire time.
We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more.
I must have done this curing thing like 3 times. The joint on it is just super loose, unfortunately. I love the figure though, it's just a fucking loose joint.
I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance.
What the fuck is a chance? A chance.
There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Voltri.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Thanks. You can start with the mess you've left in the strip hole.
Vorthri has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
Isn't there like a giant elevator?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
Yeah, Sid does.
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way
Yeah.
up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthri took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
Okay.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
Well, we can do that, just...
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Is there a way to get Alphino's hairstyle? Look at us.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
I like this shot. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there. Hold on, is the ladder literally the last one I can do? Wait, what? Oh, I have to finish the job quest by now. Okay, well, might as well start getting to it, right? It's almost done. I only have 3 more to do. I'm gonna take a quick detour from this story quest and on to the next story quest instead. I'm a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Oh, this is weird now that I just freed everybody. Huh, I don't know, I'll have to think on it. Fine. I keep wanting to call him Luke Reek. It's not. It's just Lou. Hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. So you haven't gone outside even for a bit? Okay. Yes. Came upon a quarry in a desert and attempted to lay it low. Last, the beast had a singular strength and the hunter a fatal weakness. In so an ensuing struggle, her comrade were killed. Yep. Saw all that. My recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvara to recount it in full. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories, moments that forever change each of these fallen heroes. Okay. Okay. Back to Colusia. This man likes to waste my gil. I'm not made of money. I don't even recognize this area. I feel like this is the first time I've ever seen old people in this game. Not the first time, but it happens so rarely, right? This is the first time I've seen like prominent. The wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. Wow, she lives in the shack. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Aye, those stories were of Renderay, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. After the flood, it was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger, and for all the good they had done in their life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death. As sin-eaters. But despite all that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations, as she had ours. So, years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names. Sora and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again? Renderay's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away even, by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renderay wouldn't know. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She fought a giant. Yeah, that's big. That looks like a crate dragon. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice. So they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Norvrant, the Balam Quits. The beast roared with such force that it... Oh, her hearing is so sensitive. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. For a time, she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. Ardbert. Still such a lame name, I'm sorry. To them, she was a breath of fresh air. A vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends or how their deaths weighed heavily upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger as did Renderay. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against a powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. She invented earphones. What? And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renderay's ears. Okay. Where the memory of her defeated still haunted her, the courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart. The fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. Did she die there? That's impossible. Because they all died in the same spot. Cool. She killed it. Never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the Dreadbeast. From that day forward, she was Renderay, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me and to you, I hope. Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balam Quits, the one that took her from Amarang to Calusia. Then her next destination must be... in Ilmeg. So awful lot of people who don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter. Wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you is good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself. And be safe. Sorry, I'm still messing with this toy here. Can't help it. It's probably one of my favorites in my collection. I just wish that it wasn't like broken. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could, but when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is the miracle that boy turned out as well as he did. Being a friendless freak and all. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. I should be able to fly here now, right? I think the only other place I can't fly is Colusia. And that's because half the area is, yes, because half the area is, inaccessible. I like the music here in the Raktika Greatwood. Now his little Miss Olvara seems so much bigger and stronger than me. Let's go. It's her. There she is. You know what? It's a good way to get us to know the other Warriors of Light, because you only really get to meet Ardbert. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard. And this time, I'm ready for your tricks. You should have put on your earplugs. You should have had someone with a hunting horn with you. Oh shit, I'm playing as her. That's weird. Oh. Oh, well, okay. My bad. Man, she's gonna die. And it's gonna be my fault. It's weird that it would make me play as a ranged DPS in the melee DPS class, but that's just me. I don't know how to stop that. Oh! Oh, look at Ardbert. Look at the hero. Ha, I like that they are all giving her shit for it. Oh shit. I'm the only one that stacked that hit. Nice. Tough old bugger. Everyone alright? You're out of the group. And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have even been anything even approaching a challenge. Yes, we already heard about this a second ago. It's their fault because they never asked about the thing you never told them about. Oh. You'd saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? Got those keen ears of yours. I'll never know what bollocks Brennan. Ha 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 ha. It'd be cool if this filter was on the memory. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your ears. That was like your face that I was just petting. This one's worth a fortune, eh? And fame besides, I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Yay! Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balamkit's demise. Yeah. Yes. Hey, no, don't do that. No way. Uncool. You do not do that. I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Oh. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? Oops. That's the first mean option they gave me in the game. I don't actually like Lou Reek as a character, if I'm honest. When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come and see me. Oh, and she gave me 3,000. This poor old lady. Oh, is that the last one? No, damn it, one more. Are you gonna jump? Jump. Go to bed. Go on the bed. Go on the bed. Get out of here. Get on the bed. Fine, but I'm doing this for you, not for that pompous asshole. I don't like him. Ward, his mommy and daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Well, I ought to stress because after we left you, we headed straight to Raktika. And then we wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I told everyone what had happened and warned them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. I guess we're gonna go meet him in Raktika again. If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I have no idea where else to look. Okay. Back here. Oh god, like one of the leaves falling down the screen. I thought it was like a bug. fourth of you remains and hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced battle creeds a century ago on this very ground. Landbird. Oh, it turned into a sin eater. Really? Act like I do it on purpose. Hume, Axeman. Yeah. She's trying to get her friends back. Fine, whatever, child. No. You may call me acquaintance. Let's go hunt a sin eater. Ask for warden, give me a nod. Can't believe you have to go travel back. This is the most expensive side quest. It's just go here, go there, go here, go there. Go back. My god. Let me check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's another hour of streaming. We'll see how I feel. No, you know what? Never mind. After I do this, after I do the job quest, I'm gonna turn off stream. I don't want to stay up too late, and I also want to play the new Star Wars game, which I just got yesterday. Someone pointed out that the voice actress they got for Princess Leia starts off, if you play A New Hope, starts off with a British accent and then just gives up halfway, and by the time you reach the Death Star, she stops speaking in a British accent, which I think is funny because I never even noticed that in the original film where they gave Princess Leia a British accent when she loses halfway through the movie. I feel like I do know that fact somewhere in the recesses of my mind, but it wasn't something that I was inherently aware of. But I just think it's really funny. The LEGO games are super good, and this one's super fun, and I'm really glad that The Mandalorian is DLC, so I can just play as him. I was like, if Mando isn't here, then I'm returning this game. Oh, look at these. Look at how crazy that materia looks. I may have been somewhat misleading when I... Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Uh-huh. I gather you were not unaware of this. Truly, you are as perceptive as you are mighty. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit the great majority, nay all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only We might have only to contend with the one foe, we must now confront 5, and for all my preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you as a hindrance. Perhaps that need not be the case. In discussing the grim reality with Miss Olvara while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem. Oh, we're gonna Father Gascoigne her. I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy? You have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. I really should have finished this before we started getting into Yulmore, because now it doesn't fit. You may tell my father and my mother the following, that I am Lurik, proud bounty hunter and slayer of sin eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do so as they seem fit. If they have no son, then I have no parents. He's like, alright, very well then. You don't need to do that anymore, guy. Lord Vothri's not here anymore. I dare say you lit a fire in him, Sora. I never thought I'd see today when he'd muster the curse to say anything like that to his parents. I never realized all the cat people have that thing across, like, going down the bridge of their nose. I gotta go back to the Crystarium. Let us construct our own party. Yeah. I wish to commission the product of a device that can generate... Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Cool. Where am I going now? I'll take that. Fine by me. I bet I'm gonna go over there and be like, oh, I could not do it, my friend. Pray you go fetch them for me. Better not. Better not do that to me. I miss the job specific quests. Gotta say. I miss Oboro. I don't care for Lurik at all. Gotta say. I understand why they did it. Like, it's a nice way to add, you know, bring back the Warriors of Darkness and stuff like that, but oh, okay, he did it. Alright. Yeah, I've been doing these slowly over the course, and the fact that I haven't finished them up until now, and I have to now do them on stream, kind of tells you how much I care about Lou Reek. I don't know, his story's just not at all that enticing to me. Like I've been playing as Ninja this entire time, and you know, I got to know Captain Jackie and all of the rogues, and then once their story wrapped up, I got to know Oboro and his friends. And even I forgot, you know, their names. Princess Yuki and God, I forgot her name. It's not Yugiri, but yeah, all of them. Ooh, level 80, huh? Perfect. Now I can use some of my moves. I can use Bunshin. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Can I fuck with him? Let us lay to rest our fellow hunters and grant Renderay the peace a hero deserves. Not you dying on me, bro. Oh my god. I wasn't paying attention. I gotta go take him in. I hate Lou Reek. Lou Reek sucks. Jesus Christ, I'm trying here, damn it. He didn't even stack with me, the asshole. Fuck you, dude. You didn't stack with me earlier. Such an ass dick. Nice. Are you crying at me again? I need you to go to bed. Go over there. Go over there. That's enough. She just wants attention so bad. Oh, it's all fucked up. Oh, she's got the crystal from the thing. Is Artbert gonna show up? back to Lucia. All the money that you gave me, I spent traveling back and forth. From 100 to another, thank you for helping Randaray to achieve a measure of peace. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have the world call you villain even still, but at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. I only hope to measure up to her example someday. Back to the Crystarium! Lucky I'm attuned to the Crystarium. Wait, what does she have to say? That's the last we'll ever hear of Miss Alvara. Okay. Oh, he put a bunch of food. My G pose. Oh god, how do I bring up the menu again? Oops. Ah! Oh no. Hold on, stop. That's good enough. little minor detour. I know, because the food goes away. I know the food's gonna go away once I do the cutscene, so sorry. I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. I am a warrior of light. That is so preposterous a tale, I have no choice but to assume it's true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift and to halt the flood? Flood? It must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Ren the Ray were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I've been coddled and spoiled and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You're made of sterner stuff, Sora. Far sterner stuff than me. And that is why I know I can never walk your path. Well, how could I not? I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. You have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olvara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone and in squalor. I have decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least a tentative suspension, of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Sora, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Calusia, however, do come and pay us a visit. No. Oh, I get all three of them. Okay. I was like, I don't know which one it is that I need. I think it's direct. I always get it confused. That's it. So long, Lou Reek. I wonder if you get locked out of the other I wonder if you get locked out of the other ones once you finish Stormblood. Shadowbringers. I assume you don't. I assume that you get to go back and do them again later, but just in case, I think I did accept the tank quest. So I guess we'll find out. Just because I'm curious as to what happens. But with that, I think I'm gonna turn the stream off. It is 11 at night. But if you missed any part of the stream, I am gonna be uploading this entire thing onto YouTube, as well as the other stream that I did earlier today. That is also on YouTube at youtube.com/Soramoto. If you want to make sure you don't miss any future streams, follow me here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Soramoto. If you want to follow me on Twitter and find out whenever I'm going to be streaming or any future plans I have for streaming, or just generally the best way to interact with me is on Twitter, twitter.com/soramoto. Other than that, the only other place I can direct you to is my little merch store, which will have stuff in it soon. store.streamelements.com/soramoto. Got mugs, got t-shirts. I quite like the material on the t-shirts myself. They're a little thin, if I'm gonna be honest, but considering that it's summer, that's perfect, because I don't want something heavy, if I'm being honest. So I think it's good, and the mugs are pretty sturdy. I've drunk out of this. I've washed it so many times, and the little material or whatever they use to print these details on does not feel like it's gonna come off anytime soon. So it looks like it's made on there. I don't know how to describe it. It feels really good quality, especially the mugs. So I'm glad I was able to get that in. But other than that, I'd like to remind everybody that if you're following me here on Twitch, you do get entered into a drawing for a free game, which I'm going to be doing at some point in the future. If you want to be in that drawing, just send me a DM on Twitter. Tell me that you're following me and you want to partake. And I'll try to come up with a way to do that in the near future. I say this every time so that people don't like, oh, you promised and you forgot. I didn't forget. I am gonna do it. But other than that, that's it for me. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace out. Bye!